Daniel, did your God deliver you? Of course, you know he will come. Ebenezer. So they know they have put snare to destroy you, but they knew God will come. They put him inside oil and fry him like a karankose, and yet again he refused to die. He tumbled, he came up again. Ebenezer, a shield of defense, a clothing in a fortress. And they say this one is not one of them, because the other one they cut their neck, it went out. This one, They now say, okay, they carry him, tie his hands, and tie him to an animal, and drag him to the wilderness to go and die of no food, no water. And as they were dragging him around, nobody, no part of him pieces. Oh, you felt they carried him on a chariot and took him to the wilderness to the island of Patmos. Somebody they are trying to kill. They tie him and they drag him. He was rolling like a stone until he reached the wilderness. And when they left him there, just when he was about to die, see, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. So he began to live at the point of death. And that was when what Jesus said began to find expression. This guy survived by Ebenezer because he could not help himself at that point. A time is going to come when it will refer to as the evil day. In that day, my brother, everything you know as a defense will just fail. You are moving suddenly, brake fail, and you're on high speed, or you are flying on the air and suddenly they say the plane engine just stopped. What do you think you need that day? Mama or Baba? You need Ebenezer. You need another kind of help, because you are going to be face to face with the gate of hell. At that point, God will have to give strength. And all of them backslided after Jesus left. And by the time they backslide, he has to appear to them again. And when he appeared to them, he said, go and tarry. Go and tarry until you've been endued with power from on high. Will you again restore the kingdom back to Israel? It's not of you to know this thing. Forget about that restoration now. It's an escape that when you try, you may die. Because power sits upon those gates to ensure that the kingdom does not return back. But wait, you shall receive power after the Holy Ghost come. And when it comes, you don't need to ask. By default, the kingdom will return back to Israel. I don't have to ask whether is the kingdom in your family return back to you now. The scepter of the wheel of authority in your family is back to your apostle. By default, if they have contended with your father, they kill your mother, they kill this one. Now when they came to you, the scepter is returned. If you ask that time, what kill your father, it may kill you. What kill your mother, it may kill you. But now, you don't even need to ask. Because while they tarry, it returned. Oh God, my family, this is happening. Don't worry. Tarry in Jerusalem until you be endued with power. Because when it comes, by default, the people shall be willing in the days of thy power. And through the greatness of thy power will the enemy submit themselves. As I'm talking to you right now, there are many witches and wizards in your family that are submitting to you. You don't know. They have fought you, oh, tired. They have bring your name. Anytime they carry your picture, they call you in the mirror. You appear, the mirror break. They buy another one. As they call you, appear, the mirror break. They gave you poison. The more you eat, the more you are fat. Anytime they are trying to fly, as they fly, they come towards your house. Something just hold them like this. After they have tried and they are tired, they now decide, this one is our God. They now submit themselves through the greatness of thy power. Will the enemy submit themselves? The submission of the enemy is compelled. So there is nothing they can do. You think the enemy like the way you are advancing? For Mangu? Hiya. You think that's... Because the last person that tried to host there, wake up at night, he saw like a dagger. They cut his head. So when he was walking physically, he had an accident and his head went out. The other person that wanted to roll, as he was rising, suddenly they look upon him and they cast spell upon him and they diagnose him incurable sickness, and before you know it, he died. Another person rose up, commanding influence, and suddenly they send another kind of weapon, because they form weapons strategically designed to snare. But those that understand Ebenezer, that know that they are coming from the system of the help of God, they knew how to stand. Remember the Lord thy God in the days of thy youth, because an evil day come. The evil days, when it comes, what will you do? In the day the devil come, what will you do? The only reason why Job survived was because of what Job knew before the devil came. If you know nothing before the devil come, when the devil come, my brother, you can't stand. If you were Job, you would have given up, because it was an evil day that came. The days of gloominess, thick darkness, where there was no light. Your journey in God right now is building a fortress in you, so that in the days when the evil day come, God can prepare a table before you in the very presence of your enemies, and you can walk through darkness. You are not afraid, not because of anything. It's because you come as light. When you are not prepared, when the evil day come, it chokes you up. How many believers backslided as we just enter earlier of this year, when all the city, everything begin to fail? And the Lord told us it's a time to mount up. I bring you greetings from family Lafia, Shekinah Network Internationals. I always forget. The Lord said, I was in an encounter early this year. I was upon the mountain. I think Apostle Bulu, some few of them knew it. I climbed mountain. I stayed there for sometimes we stay for 6 days. I'm born on Christmas Day. Immediately I go up to the mountain, because I've been with people have not helped me. So I go to where I will receive help. Moses was with people. His face did not glow. The more you stay with people, the more you have problem. Go and stay with God.